Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5:30, Lexington police are investigating after people fired shots into several vehicles overnight. You'll hear from a victim who says the suspects also fired shots at him.
Also on WKYT This Morning, Lexington was just one of more than 100 cities to hold protests in solidarity with the protesters in Ferguson, Missouri. We'll show you the downtown Lexington rally.
And today is the busiest travel day of the year. We'll tell you what to expect. Those stories and breaking news as it happens on WKYT This Morning.
Hello there, good morning and welcome. It's good to have you with us on the day before Thanksgiving. It is a busy travel day ahead. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yeah, a lot of folks hitting the roads, a lot of people trying to fly. We're going to expect some problems, as pretty much seems to happen every Thanksgiving.
Yeah, particularly out on the East Coast, as it looks like in some of those air hubs at, say, Charlotte and then up north into New York and D.C. and so forth. Let's check in with Micah, who is tracking it for us in our First Alert Weather Center.
Well, I'm checking the Bluegrass Airport right now for you, and I just don't see anything going on right now. So no delays, no cancellations, but that will pick up as the day moves along because the real snow is expected across the East Coast later on today. First Alert Defender Live radar look down toward the southeast. Now that shield of rain is slowly but surely creeping over into the southeastern portions of our viewing area. You'll start to see that switch over to snow here in the next hour to two. But remember, it's only for a small portion of southeastern Kentucky. So about 80% of us do stay without any snow. 30 degrees now in Lexington. We're at 38 in the London-Corbin area. Somerset, we're coming out at 36 degrees, and it might be interesting for you guys in Somerset, back towards, say, Lake Cumberland area later on tonight, because remember, there's two systems. One we just saw there on Defender. Another one comes later on tonight and off into the early morning hours tomorrow morning. That's your next snow chance for most of us. I'll really dive into this, show you who can expect accumulation and how much, coming up in a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. We thank you. Lexington police are looking for the people who shot into multiple vehicles overnight.
Police say 4 vehicles were damaged around Preakness Drive. That's where we find WKYT's Sean Moody, who is live near the location where the vehicles were shot at. Sean?
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Police say they found the truck they believe these people were in, but they haven't actually found the people who they say were doing the shooting. Police said this happened shortly after midnight. They say 4 cars had windows shot out, 2 of them on Strawberry Fields, 1 on Preakness, and then 1 on Westwood. They believe the people who were firing the shots were in a stolen Ford F-250. They say that truck was reported stolen a couple of days ago, and then they found it along Rogers Road shortly after this happened. One of the men who said he had his car windows shot out said the people also fired at him with a BB gun.
Actually, they came back around and tried to shoot at me with BB guns, so I'm pretty sure that was them.
And police say they don't have a description of any of the people who they believe were in that truck. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
And demonstrations are catching on throughout the country after the grand jury decision in Michael Brown's death that rocked the community of Ferguson, Missouri.
Chris Welch has more from Ferguson.
Get out of the street. Step back.
Protests over a grand jury decision not to indict Officer Darren Wilson have spread throughout the nation. People from New York to Los Angeles are taking to the streets to express their anger. And in Atlanta, don't shoot! Demonstrators chanted and carried signs while they marched through downtown. Back in Ferguson, protesters gathered outside the police department for the second day, flipping a police cruiser and then setting it ablaze. This as Michael Brown's parents struggle to cope with the grand jury's decision.
I feel like they just killed him again.
And Officer Wilson has finally broken his silence about what happened August 9th. In an exclusive interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos, Wilson talks about the day he shot and killed unarmed teenager Michael Brown.
At that time, I gave myself another mental check. Can I shoot this guy? Legally, can I? And the question I answered myself was, I have to. If I don't, he will kill me if he gets to me.
Something you think that will always haunt you?
I don't think it's a haunting. It's always going to be something that happened.
You have a very clean conscience.
The reason I have a clean conscience is because I know I did my job right.
It's not clear whether or not Wilson will be returning to the same job with the Ferguson Police Department. Near Ferguson, Missouri, I'm Chris Welch reporting.
And protesters also took to the streets here in Lexington. Hundreds of people gathered downtown last night demanding change and showing their support for Michael Brown's family. And each had their own reason for marching. With signs and hands in the air, they held a moment of silence for those killed by police. And that was just one point of the protest, as organizers said before the march started.
As mothers, as human beings, we all deserve to be able to see our children grow into adulthood free from any kind of violence or oppression or brutality, whether it comes from other people or from the police.
While protesters did block traffic several times as they crossed Limestone and Main Streets, the protest remained peaceful.
Police arrested an 18-year-old after an argument on a busy Lexington road that actually turned violent. Nicholas Kaiser faces charges of wanton endangerment. They say he pointed a gun at a woman in her car yesterday on Harrodsburg Road at Lane Allen. Police say it all started when some folks in a Kia and a Honda got into an argument. When the woman in the Honda got out, police say the Kia backed up into her. The woman was badly injured.
She was on the floor instantly screaming. The screams were terrible, and the second car reversed, but so hardly that it almost hit my car, and that's where I was. It was a centimeter away from hitting mine.
Lexington police tell us the woman has life-threatening injuries. She's at UK Hospital. We do not know her name at this point. Police say everyone involved in the argument knew each other.
Well, it is the busiest travel day of the year.
Today, folks across the Commonwealth will be driving or flying to visit family and friends for the Thanksgiving holiday. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live near Interstate 75 with the latest on what to expect for Turkey Day travel. Good morning, Whitney.
Good morning. Today is probably going to test your patience if you're traveling anywhere. It is the busiest travel day of the year, both on the roads and in the air. According to AAA, the number of drivers on the roads today through Sunday will be the highest we've seen since 2007. Even though gas prices have jumped a little bit over the past few days, they're still the lowest we've seen, especially over the holidays in several years. This year, AAA predicts more than 46 million people will travel more than 50 miles from home. And a couple of reminders now, if you're flying today, there is a winter storm that's expected to affect much of the Northeast, so that, of course, could cause some delays. Bluegrass Airport officials are asking people who are traveling today to get to the airport up to an hour and a half before their scheduled flight. Live in Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Whitney, thank you very much. Lexington police are looking for 3 men who they say held up a Domino's delivery driver at knife point and stole his cash and pizzas. The story is new this morning here on WKYT. The robbery happened at an apartment on Winburn Drive shortly after 11 last night. The driver says when he got out of his car, a man wearing a red ski mask came up behind him and held a knife to his throat. 2 other men came up and helped steal the driver's cash and pizzas. Police say the apartment tenants had nothing to do with the crime. A local cemetery has donated a headstone for a murdered 12-year-old in Louisville. Ray Etheridge was found stabbed to death in Cherokee Park back in September. Now Cave Hill Cemetery is donating a headstone for Etheridge's grave. The inscription reads, "Enough violence and brutality. Let a new light shine." Police say 21-year-old Joseph Cameron admitted to killing the boy.
Just in time for Thanksgiving tomorrow, Time magazine has released a list of counties in the U.S. that actually struggle the most with hunger. The Commonwealth has 5 counties in the top 20: Owsley, Jackson, Martin, McCreary, and Lee counties. Owsley County is actually ranked 13th with nearly 37% of the county enrolled in the food stamp program. Lee County is ranked 19th with about 35% enrolled, a little bit more than that.
Well, it is something that happens every winter with cold temperatures. Little ones spend more and more time indoors.
And that means more cases of, this is gross, head lice. The CDC estimates nearly 12 million kids will get lice this year. So how can you make sure your children don't end up with head lice? One doctor says to make sure your kids don't share hats or clothing with other kids. Also check for lice behind the ears and at the base of the neck. But if your child does get lice, one Lexington woman who calls herself the Knit Nanny is here to help.
Every mom that calls me, they're panicked. So the first thing I have to do is just calm them down. It's just lice. It's nothing we can't get through in 1 hour.
Betsy Harrington started her business out of her home in Lexington and makes house calls here, even in Louisville. She clears out the parasites by using a non-toxic shampoo and follows up with a careful combing routine to get rid of eggs.
There you go. A project to improve traffic flow in and out of a new shopping center is set to start next week. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says it will widen a portion of Buck Creek Road between Interstate 64 and US 60 in Simpsonville. Representatives there hope that the extra 3 lanes will help ease traffic flow to the outlet shops of the Bluegrass. The project is set to finish in the summer of 2016.
After some issues last year, UPS says it's ready to handle the busy holiday season. If you remember last year, UPS says they got overwhelmed with packages right before Christmas, so some of the packages did not arrive in time for the holiday. UPS says that will not be the case this year. They've expanded their World Port facility in Louisville. They've added hundreds of trucks, they say, and thousands of workers.